Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the last video I did, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that viewed it. It means a lot to for people to look at my work and things like that. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. Now today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick and easy makeup tutorial, full face of light makeup for the day, for when we're going to go do our school runs, when we're going to go to work. You know, we haven't got time to spend 45 minutes, well, you might have, but I know I haven't, 45 minutes in the mirror trying to get ready for the school run and work and everything. But we want to look nice, don't we? We want to make an effort and we want to feel good about ourselves. So this is what I would tend to do as well in the morning. It's super easy, it's super quick. Obviously it's going to take a bit longer because I'll be talking to you guys in regards to the products, but it literally takes 10 to 15 minutes maximum to do in the mornings. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to prep my lips because they're really dry at the minute. It's probably because I've been sitting out in the sun. Obviously today isn't so nice weather, but my lips are a bit dry. So I'm using the Lip Comfort Oil by Clarins. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this on just while I'm doing the rest of my face. I've already prepped my skin with my eye cream, my serum and my moisturiser. What I'm going to do as well is I do this on myself and I also do this on my clients, is I always start with eye makeup first. It's just one of those things I've always done. The reason why I do that is because if you're doing your eyeshadow and you've done your foundation and you've done your powder, your blusher, your highlighter, and you get fallout from your eyeshadow, or you make a mistake where you need to wipe it off, you're going to wipe away some of the product that you've put on your face, your foundation, stuff like that. And if you get fallout as well, it's a nightmare trying to do this when you've got fallout of an eyeshadow. You get like a horrible grey shadow under your eye. So hence why I always do my eyeshadow first. So today, obviously, I'll be using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This one is in, let's see if it will pick it up. This one is in the original formula. This is like a game changer, and I've said it before and I will keep saying it. So if you want your eyeshadow to last all day, this is it. So literally, you just literally put on the smallest amount. You don't need a lot on each eye. You can take it right up. And we're just going to slowly, with our fingers, just pop that across the whole lid. Oh, my fingers are freezing. I'm not liking this weather today. It's rubbish. As you can see, it just gives you a tiny little base, and that will make your eyeshadow stick. Now, the palette I'm going to use today is the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. This is such a pretty palette. It's well loved by me. I use it on quite a lot of my clients. As you can see, it's got really simple colours, okay? You've got, again, it gives you sort of versions. So you've got the day, the classic, and then you've got the fashion there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly mix the colours up because we just want it quick and easy. We're not going to do loads of colours and we're not going to do big smoky eyes or anything like that. We just want to keep it quick. So I'm going to grab one of my, she says, if she can find it, one of my fluffy brushes here. This is my Jane Iredale crease brush. And you see, nice and fluffy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this colour here, Nude. And we're going to do this as a quick transition colour. Your transition colour will always go just above your crease. So you can mix in your colours when you do your darker colours. But we're going to keep it really, really neutral. So we're just going to get a bit of that on your brush, tap off any excess. And we're going to go above the crease. It will literally give you hardly any colour at all, but that's what we want. We want a really, really light colour, and you're going to take it up to about here, so just slightly under your brow. Also, when you place the eyeshadow here, which is good, when you have a hooded eye, I have quite hooded eyes, which means this part of your lid hoods over your mobile lid. this is great, so when I'm looking at somebody they can actually see my shadow, which gives the illusion of my eyes being slightly bigger and not so hooded. So we're going to go in on the other side. Again, we're just taking it up, and obviously you want to really use a really soft fluffy brush because we want this to be quick and we want this to be seamless. We don't want to be here for ages because let's face it, I don't have time in the morning. I don't know if any of you have time in the morning when you're trying to get the kids ready for school and they haven't brushed their teeth and you're trying to do breakfast and put a wash load on. So let's keep it real, people. We need it quick and easy to do. So as you can see, I'm just leveling them up, going from one eye to the other. So it's given me a tiny little bit of shade there. Just going in with a little bit more. So this is what we would call our transition colour. So it's quick, easy, and we've done it from this section to about this section. So we've kept the mobile lid clear at the minute. Okay, so we're going to use the same brush, so we don't want to keep faffing about, and I literally just tap off any excess on my hand. Now I'm going to go in with, it's called Cashmere Bunny. So literally these are the two colours that we're going to use at the minute, and then we're going to use a paler one to put on our lid, and that is it. We are going to go. Okay, so let's get a bit of the Cashmere Bunny, and we're going to place it kind of in the middle of where you've just done that transition colour. So just slightly above the eye socket to give it a bit of depth. Okay, that's all we want, just a little bit. Remember, always take a little bit of shadow first and you can build it up. If you whack a load of shadow on, it's a lot harder to take off. So I'm literally just doing that in the socket, and as you can see, again with your fluffy brush, and you can always again remove the excess and blend the two colours together. So you've just got, we just want a soft little bit of shadow, okay, just to emphasise the eyes there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to use our finger and we're going to go into this colour here, which is Heaven, and we're going to just run it along your mobile lid here. I'm going to run it all across, and then what we will do is we will go in with that fluffy brush and we will just blend it, as you can see, like that. So it does look quite pale, and then we're just going to go in, but this will make the eyes pop a little bit. So you've got a bit of colour and a little bit of pop. I do like this eyeshadow palette. It's very easy, very simple, and also in they've got a how-to guide in the thing as well. So it shows you the different, how to use these 3 different sets of colours to get a look. So that's quite handy as well. And then again, we're just blending it all in. You know, you might have a little bit of excess colour on your brush, so you just kind of just going over, because you just want it really soft, guys. We don't want this heavy. So that is literally all I'm doing. Really soft, really quick. Now what I tend to do is I always go in with my black pencil. This pencil is the Jane Iredale Basic Black eyeliner. Urban Decay do a really good one, but I couldn't find it this morning. Also, they do a really good one, and theirs is waterproof. So that's quite a good thing to have as well. So what I do, because my eyelashes are quite thin, I don't have really long luscious eyelashes, but I want the base of my lash to look a bit thicker. So what I do is I get my pencil, just lift slightly, and I'm just going to go in to kind of like go into my lash line. And don't worry about it, it doesn't have to, because you're not going above the lash line, you're slightly going into the lash line. It doesn't matter if it's a bit messy, because you won't see it once you've got your mascara on. But I want to just thicken up my lash base, because it gives my lashes the illusion of them being a bit thicker. So if I look at you, you can see. And when you've got that mascara on, and to be fair, sometimes I go all the way across, sometimes I don't. You could just go sort of in this area here. But again, we want it quick and easy in the morning. We don't want to have to be faffing about with smudging and stuff. We just want it in the lash line to give us a bit of depth. To be honest, if you've got really thick, full lashes, you probably won't necessarily need to do this. Or if you've got your false lashes on, then again, you won't need to do this. But I find for me, it just works a bit better and just makes my eyelashes feel a bit fuller once I've got my mascara on. But again, it's really quick and easy. Just be careful, obviously, not to poke yourself in the eye, because I've done that many a time. It freaking hurts. Right. Okay. So that's that done. So I'm going to go in with my eyelash curlers, my NYX eyelash curlers. Again, I don't know why, I always just tend to lift my brow so I can see more of my eye and see what I'm doing. Go in with my little eyelash curlers. Give those a little wiggle. Like that. I'm going to go on to the other eye. Again, what I said about the fallout is I've got some like flicks of pencil under there, which I've just flicked away. Now, if I had my foundation on, that would have been a pain in the bum to make sure I moved it without smudging it into my foundation. But everybody can do their own thing. Obviously, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that this works better for me when I've done my makeup. And a lot of my clients, when I tell them, they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Right, so today I'm going in with their Real Mascara. I got this one in a little set, actually. I quite like it. And as you can see, I'll show you the brush, which is quite nice, actually. It's got that sort of the dome on the top, which is great to really get in the corners of your eyes and make your lashes look that bit thicker and a bit fuller. So again, we're going to lift and we're going to look down slightly, because obviously we do not want all the mascara on our on our eyelids. So I always just do one coat. Again, sort of wiggle from the bottom, guys, and work your way up. And again, that will make them look thicker and fuller. I'll do this, and then in a minute I'll go back in with another coat of mascara. And like I said, with the thicker bit, the bulb at the top, you can get in to the corners and really zhuzh them up a bit. I do quite like this mascara. I've been using a Clarins mascara, which I've absolutely loved, but obviously it's run out and I haven't got around to ordering any more at the minute. So I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. Now what I'm going to do, while that's drying, my mascara's drying before I put another coat on, I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. Now I don't know about you guys, but my eyebrows need a bit of TLC because I haven't been to wax them or colour them or anything. So we're going to go in and we're going to just give them a bit of love. So, and mine have gone really fair again from sitting out in the sunshine. So we're just going to give them a nice little brush with your little spoolie. The products I'm going to use on my eyebrow today, this one is K.A. Brow by Benefit. So it comes like this, if you guys can see, and then you screw the top off, ooh, and it's like a tiny little brush. And then you screw this bit off, and you've got your product inside, which I find quite handy. Sometimes I prefer these type of waxy things. It's like a little pomade than a pencil. And there you go. So I've got a little bit on my brush, and I'm just gonna, I always start at the bottom and make a line of where my brow is gonna be. Oh, she says, and I've totally smushed it. There we go. And then again, we're gonna go across the top with a little line. You just wanna fill in your brows. We're not going for anything, you know, too heavy, too dark, too much brow. This is a day look, so we just want to keep it nice and soft. So as you can see, I'm just filling in my brows, and then, so at the minute it looks like I've painted them on, and then you just give them a lovely little brush, like that, just to soften it all out. And to be fair, this product does work really well, like to soften it out, if that makes sense, so it doesn't stick and then that's it. So we just want to keep them nice and soft and light. Just going to go in and do the other brow. Always remember though, guys, as well, our eyebrows are never the same. So don't punish yourself when you're like, oh my God, my eyebrows look so different, I can't get it the same. They're not supposed to look the same. They are different. They grow differently. You sleep on different sides of your face as well. So I find that one of my sides of my eyebrows sticks up more than the other, where obviously I lay on that side all the time, and my eyebrows have decided to grow into that. So, but there's so many lovely brow products out at the minute because brows are huge. But I do quite like this one for the quick and easiness. As you can see, really frames the face, but it's not too harsh. And obviously Benefit are known for all their eyebrow products that they do. So that's my brows done, quick and easy. So let's just pop the lid on that one. And then what I do is I go in with my Benefit Gimme Brow, and it's like a tiny, weeny little mascara one. Can you see? She says if you can see, it's really, really cute. And I just go in, get off any excess, and then just give them a brush through. This just sort of sticks everything in place. Just makes it look a bit more groomed, and then your eyebrows are set for the day, ready to go. Literally that simple. Then we're going to go in again with our mascara, just to sort of give it a bit more oomph. I like the look of mascara. If you don't, you know, if you want it really, really light, just stick to that one coat of mascara. Now, to be honest, sometimes when I do my day makeup, I don't always put mascara on my bottom lashes. I just leave them. So obviously you can, but I don't. I just leave them, because I think for me it's a bit more natural. Okay, so that is it. We've done the eyes. You've done your eyeshadow, you've got a bit of depth to the eyes, you've got your mascara, and you've done your brows. So everything is lovely and framed and easy, pretty and soft, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the face. So again, I've put my moisturisers and stuff on. I'm going to go in with my Clarins Beauty Flash Balm. Absolutely love this primer. Probably about that much. Now it says to rub it in your hands, okay, and then pat it onto your skin. Don't rub it onto your skin. The funny thing is with this, it's got a smell to it that reminds me of when I was a little kid. I can't work out what it is. So if any of you buy this product and you use it and you work out what that smell is, you have to message me on here and let me know what it is, because I can't think for the life of me what it is. Something my mum used to use on our skin or on our hair, and it just really reminds me of that. Anyway, so yeah, if you find out what that is, let me know. So I'm going to go in with my foundation. You know, guys, I keep banging on about this. I'm in love with this foundation at the minute. It's the Clarins Everlasting Youthful Foundation, SPF 15, and it's illuminating and firming foundation. This is a really lovely foundation for us women that have got a few more lines and wrinkles, and we slightly have older skin. It gives a really beautiful coverage, but it doesn't sink in all your lines. It just makes your skin look really flawless and really pretty without it being too heavy, without having that there's a lot of makeup on your face look, and it feels nice on your face as well. Now I use my sponge, my beauty blender, to put my foundation on with. So if you're going to use a beauty blender, I would say wet them, and then you wring them out with a tissue so they're barely damp, barely wet, but they're still quite soft and squishy, and that gives a really lovely coverage. So it puts the foundation lovely on your skin, but it also helps with any excess foundation, so you're not left with clumps or lines or anything like that. If you want to use a brush, I would use like my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Foundation. So you can use a brush if you're more of a brush person. This is a really lovely brush. The density of it makes your foundation work really well. But today I'm going to use my sponge. I tend to use this if I do want more of a full coverage, so if I'm on a night out or whatever and I fancy a bit more of a full coverage with a full coverage foundation. this is the brush. Anyway, let's go back in with this. So let's put on a few pumps, as you can see. And I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender. And you can build this up, ladies, as well. So, or gentlemen, you can build it up. So I'm going to just do a really light coverage. Because I've caught the sun, got a bit of a tan to my skin. And then let's just pop. Obviously I suffer as well of like really red just around here. And I find this foundation works really well to hide that. And just push it onto the skin. Always remember just to slightly bring it down, guys, so we don't get any of those lines, okay? And then again, literally just a pump. And then really blend it into the skin. Now what I would do when you get to the eyes is miss out this bit here. Sorry, I'm just looking at my camera lens so I can see. Miss out this bit here and then just press slightly to the outer edge, because we're not going to put concealer on this outer corner. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. So just use whatever you've got left and just bring it up to this part of your skin. You have to excuse my grey hair as well, people. It's good and bad. Desperately need it coloured. As you can see, it just gives a really pretty, illuminating finish. There are quite a few other quite light foundations out there. I will do another video actually and just talk to you guys about different foundations, different skin types, what's the best one to use. But obviously as we get older, it is nicer to wear more of a sheer foundation because it will make our skin look younger. Okay, if you go in with a really heavy foundation and you do have more lines and wrinkles, they will show up a lot more. So as you can see, it's given, and you can also just go in, you know, like those bits that you want a bit of extra coverage, you can just pop a little bit more on and work it with your sponge. Now I know as well, if you like this foundation, which I've spoken about, and I think a lot of the counters do it, when this is done, you can go into Clarins and they give you like a 10-day sample, like most of them should do. So you can try it, because there's nothing worse, and I've done it, obviously being a makeup artist, I've gone yay and bought all these different foundations and eyeliners and whatever, and they've been rubbish. So again, on my channel, that's what I'm hoping to eliminate for you lot, just to tell you products that I've used and have liked and haven't liked, so you haven't got to go out and shed loads of money on something that's not particularly going to work or agree with your skin. Okay, so now we've done our foundation, as you can see. It's just really pretty, not too heavy, feels really lovely on the skin, really does. It feels like an extension of your skincare, this one, which I really like. So next product I'm going in with is my trusted NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and this one is in the colour Vanilla. So what I was talking about earlier on is when we're going to do our concealer, we are just going to go in to this area here, okay? We're going to go in here, and we can even bring it slightly down the bridge of our nose, because we are going to lighten this area up. Now, you probably see a lot of people, they do that massive V, which is good, which is great if your skin under your eyes doesn't have very many lines or wrinkles and things like that, which obviously some of us ladies at our age or whatever don't have that. But it will show up. The more thicker concealer you put under your eyes, the more it will sit into those lines and those wrinkles, and it will make it look slightly worse. They'll make them appear more, even though you're doing a concealer to get rid of that. So I'm going to use my tiny weeny little baby beauty blender, again soft and squidgy, and we're just going to blend it. As you can see, I'm literally just taking it to probably here, and then whatever I've got left on my sponge, I will drag it up in a minute. And we're going to go down the side of the nose, because we're lightening. So as you can see, we're lightening the face, and that works really well. You can use your finger as well. You don't have to use a sponge. I just like a sponge because I feel that sometimes it takes off any excess product, so I'm not left with that thick product under my eyes. And then I'm just taking the rest of whatever's on my sponge and I literally just take it out, okay? And then that, as you can see, just lightens everything up. Lightens up the skin. And remember, this is every day, so I will be doing videos on more intense makeup looks, more full coverage, but this is quick, easy. We want this for every day, okay? And then we're just going to pat that under. I always just use whatever's left on there. I don't know why, it's just a habit. So we've done the foundation now and we've done the concealer. So what we're going to do is we're going to set. I can't express to you how important it is to set your under eyes, ladies, okay? If you use a concealer and you don't set them, after a few hours your concealer will start to crease and it starts to slip and you get left with a real sort of heavy looking cracked under eye area, which none of us want at all. So I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. If you are going to go out and purchase a setting powder, I would say this one. This is like amazing. This product is lush. I know that Huda Beauty do one very similar, and there's another one. Oh, Charlotte Tilbury, she's just she's got a powder for setting. That didn't make sense, but that's what I saw the other day. Anyway, so I've got a tiny mini brush. This is a Real Techniques. Look, Real Techniques. It's a deluxe crease brush. Okay, so it's for your eyes, but I use it for setting my under eye. Okay, because again, we don't want it too heavy. So we're going to literally just grab a bit of product, tap it off, and we're going to press it underneath our eye like that. Okay, and again, and literally just little taps underneath your eye because we want to set that. Go around your nose, do it on your T-zone, okay, because we don't have to set our whole face. Not for during the day. If you do find you have more oily skin, 100% go for it. You know, take a bigger brush and set all of your face. But for the day, I don't tend to do that, but I have drier skin. So I just do under my eyes, my T-zone here, because I do get a little bit shiny here, around my nose, and kind of on my chin. Then I take this little fluffy brush, and I wipe away any excess. And then use whatever's on my brush. I just push it around a bit. Sometimes I might go in with this brush and a little bit just here on my cheeks, where I find it a bit shiny, but we want to keep it quite natural looking. It's a day makeup. And literally, as you can see, I used a tiny, tiny bit, and I'm just sort of using the excess all over the rest of my face. So we have now set that. So again, ladies, 100% set your concealer. You'll realise, and the good thing about the Laura Mercier one is it really, really light in texture, so it doesn't stick to the lines under your eyes. It makes them look a lot less visible. But remember, just to use a small amount of product. We're not baking under the eyes, which you may have heard of. It's where people pack it under the eyes, you leave it for 10 minutes and you take it off, which is good, and it does work if you've got, you know, younger skin, but it doesn't always work on more mature skin. The baking, you'll find it's a bit too heavy. Whereas this is perfect. And I've done a lot of my clients and then they've actually gone out and bought this product because they think it's lovely and it is a game changer. So there we have it. That's that. Okay, so we've got our base. Feels lovely. We've set our face. So don't forget, we're going to use a bit of bronzer. So again, it's a powder product. So that will also help set any foundation because it's a powder product. So the two that I'm going in with is the Hoola. Who doesn't love Benefit Hoola? It's lush. I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush. And now what we're going to do is we're going to rub it in. This one, this is the original one, so it's not too dark. So we're going to do that, tap off any excess, and we're going to go across the top of the forehead. We're going to come up here on the cheeks, on our temples, just to give us a bit of bronze and a bit of colour. We just want that slightly, and just, you could even just run it across your nose like that, just so it looks like, you know, when you've got that, you've had a bit of sun, you've caught a bit of a tan, and that gives us a bit of colour to our faces, which I like a lot. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of my illuminating bronzer by Bobbi Brown in Santa Barbara. Isn't that a pretty colour? And it's got a slight sheen to it as well, so it gives that sort of more sun-kissed look. And again, we're just going to go in where we put our bronzer. So we're keeping it nice and soft and natural. And you know what? I was going to go in with a highlighter, but because this has got a slight sheen to it, I don't think we need to. We'll leave that. It's one less product we don't have to use, so it's quicker and easier. Okay, that is the skin. So we've done the eyes, we've done the skin, and now I'm just going to go in and do the lips, and we are done. So I'm just going to take off any excess of that balm and pop it on my tissue. So the two colours I'm going to wear today is I'm going to use my Dose of Colour lip liner, and this one is in Nitty Gritty. This is a really lovely lip liner, and I like it because it's really soft. Can you see? It's like a really soft pencil. And then lipstick. This is like my all-time fave lipstick. This is Sandwash Pink by Bobbi Brown. Oh, excuse me. And again, as you can see, it's really, really pretty. And again, everyone that I've got something in my eye. Everyone I've used it on has then gone out and bought it. It's a really pretty, versatile colour. It's not shiny and it's not matte, and you'll see when I put it on, but it keeps your lips moisturised like all day as well. This one doesn't dry your lips out, which I love. So let's go in with our lip liner. The reason why I'm using a brown lip liner and a pink lipstick is these two work. You'll find that you'll get lip liners and lipsticks that aren't the same, but they work well together. Sometimes if I put a pink lip liner on with this, it looks a bit too pinky lip lined. You can really see it. So we're just going to go in with this light lip liner, and it's really soft. So it does go on really, really easy. If you struggle with lip liners, this is a good one to go for. The brand Dose of Colour, you can get those on Beauty Bay. Well, this is where I bought this one from anyway. And they have some lovely colours on there. Like I've just done, I've just smushed it into my lips a bit. Look at that colour. You see what I mean? It's not matte and it's not super shiny, but it really gives you staying power. It's really pretty, and there you go. Easy, everyday makeup that doesn't take us much time at all to do. We want it simple, we want it quick, and we just want it pretty. So there you go. This is the finished product of our everyday light makeup tutorial. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Obviously, if you've got any questions or comments or anything, just pop them in the comment box below for me and I'll get back to you. Also, I've got my Facebook page, Marilyn's Makeup, so if there's anything I can help with on there, then just give me a shout. Or if you want to think, oh, what was that bronzer, I can't remember, or whatever, just let me know and I'll get back to you. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Obviously the weather's not going to be as amazing this week, but we can do lots of stuff indoors, keep ourselves busy, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. See you later. Bye.